Here we are today on Saturday to talk about something I love. And I will tell you with reckless abandon, I am a capitalist. And as much as I am a philanthropist and I love to help and I like to help everyone, I am a capitalist. And anybody that's an entrepreneur, guess what? You're a capitalist too. And we're here to make money. So let's talk about how we can make money with our books because it sure as heck isn't going to be all through book sales. John Grisham's We Are Not, or is it John Grisham, right? James Patterson, Dean Koontz, Stephen King, we are not. However, we could be eventually if we sell our books properly and we represent ourselves the right way after we publish our bestsellers. So let's talk about some of the ways that you can make money outside of book sales. I'm going to show you exactly what I did that got me that over 26K in just 3 months after I published my first book. That big secret wasn't even a bestseller because it was my first time. I didn't know what I was doing. So let's chat. First of all, obviously the book, right? You're going to make money with your book. You're going to do things like have a pre-order before it's even available. So that way you can make more money than Amazon does because you're going to pay a royalty with anything you sell through Amazon. So when you pay your author price, you pre-sell, you get to keep more of that money in your pocket. The other thing is book signings. When you do a book signing at any local library or local bookstore or regional bookstore, you get to bring those copies with you. And typically you can sell right from the table or work something out with the store. And a lot of times the store will request to carry copies of your book as well. So one more great way to get on a shelf. Another place to do book signings is to hold your own. I've got a client that had a great book signing at it wasn't a wine bar, it was like a tapas place. She provided a charcuterie board and a couple drinks and people showed up. She sold her book. And it was a fun night. The other thing is you can use it as a lead magnet. And if you have been paying attention to any of the big dogs like Russell Brunson, you'll know that that is a very effective way to start building a list. And lists help make you money. So what you do is you have a simple book selling funnel that says get this book free plus the cost of shipping, or you can even set it up as a free download of your ebook. And poof, voila, now you have got the contact information of the person that you need that's interested in the content that you're sharing with the world. And then, of course, the next thing you can do is use your new best-selling author status to create a collab book of your own. So why just stop at being just a best-selling author when you can be the best-selling author that helps other people become best-selling authors? The next way is through events. This is probably my favorite because I'm a super social person who's also an introverted, extroverted introvert. So you can do live launches and you can either do them virtually or you can do them in person. Over here, you'll see a picture of a lovely decorated table and event space. That was my very first book launch. It sold out within 3 weeks. I had vendors, I had sponsors. It was amazing. When you are open about what it is you're doing and how you're wanting to change the world, a lot of people want to jump on with you because they want to change the world too. They just don't know how. So you're giving them a medium to do so. And you're giving people in your community an opportunity to have their lives transformed. So you'll make money through ticket sales, through the sponsorships, through your vendors, and then any collaboratives that you might do after that. Plus, of course, the back of the room, wherever you sell what it is you already do. The next thing is creating a course. There are so many coaches out there that are trying to teach how to create a course, launch your course, put your course together. And a lot of them in the beginning, they bring in their new clients and clients don't even really know where to start, right? They're like, oh, I'm kind of good at this, I'm good at this, and I could probably teach on that. Well, if you got a book in your hand, you're already half done, right? Each chapter is a module and it's something you've already taught about because it's in your book. Now, all you have to do is find someone to help you put it together in a way that's consumable as a class. And then using your book content, expanding upon it to turn it into a workbook for even more transformation for both your readers and your potential students. This is one of my favorite ways to use a book because you can either invigorate your existing business Or you can start a whole new business just based on your book that's under 100 pages. It's insane. And then, of course, other add-ons. So just one second. I think I opened the wrong one. But other add-ons would be having workbooks. And you don't have to have a course for the workbook. You can simply see. You can simply use the workbook as a free download to help sell your book. You can make it available so that people use their Amazon purchase number on a landing page and they automatically get to download a digital copy of the workbook. Or you can take it one step further and create a printed copy, which sets you apart from all of the other coaches that are out there. And I can show you, I can kind of see what my hand's going here, what that looks like and how impressive that is. For example, anyone that works with us gets this nice thick workbook that includes not only everything they're going to work on with us, but a planner to get through the months that they're working with us. And then finally, leveraging your authority. We talk about anybody that talks about writing a book, leverage your authority, but how do you really do that? Well, once you write a book, most likely the places that are around you don't know a lot of book authors, and it makes you a celebrity right away. So you can use that as a way to get interviewed by your Chamber of Commerce or be featured by your Chamber of Commerce, which then all of the other chamber members who've proven they invest in their business will be a members of. You can get interviews on your local radio stations. And don't forget the dying dinosaur of newspaper. Yes, absolutely. Newspaper actually being delivered, printed, and read is not as common as it used to be, but those newspapers are online as well. And if you're in a local paper that is part of a larger company, that distribution of that article is going to go across all of their brands. So that when I had my interview in the newspaper, I ended up not just in my area of the Lewis and Auburn area, but I ended up in Southern Maine, Northern Maine, in all of their sister papers. It was amazing. Plus I got a nice little thing to clip out and put on my wall. And then, of course, anything that you get from any book review, any review from events that you've done where somebody's showing that you've given them transformation, post that everywhere. Turn it into a cute post it just as it is, as a screenshot, copy and paste the text. I don't care how you do it, but let the world know what people are saying about your genius and your ability to transform people. And you'll be amazed at how many people come to you. Think about when you're someplace you don't know. Maybe you've gone the next town over to have dinner, or you're on vacation and you're trying to decide where to eat. When you're going down the road and you see two restaurants, one on each side, there's two things you're going to see. There's going to be the one that's like packed with cars. And then there's the one that clearly has no wait because there's only like two cars in the parking lot, right? You may initially be like, ooh, there's no wait. But then you're going to look at that other restaurant and say, there's so many people waiting to eat there. There's a reason for that. By nature, human beings are followers, and they're going to want to go where there's proof of concept, where there's proof that they're going to get their money's worth, where there's proof that it's going to be a good experience. So you show that you're that good experience by putting your reviews out there. So I challenge you to think about what are 4 ways that you can start to make money on your book as soon as it's published, or even some of these you can do right before. For example, the newspaper article, it was before I even published my book, because I had set the book launch, and that got enough of attention because of what I was doing to get me all that free PR, which helped me sell the tickets for the book launch. So write down 4 ways that you can use your book to make an additional income stream outside of just selling it on any of the platforms.